Hi, I'm Sandra Wilson, clinical hypnotherapist who works with misophonia and extreme sound sensitivity. So today's video is what is going on in your nervous system? What's actually happening? What's it doing when you notice the extreme emotional reaction to being triggered by the sound that you really cannot bear? So to put it very simply, there is a part of your brain called the amygdala. It's a little region that is designed to keep you alive, keep you safe, and it will do everything in its power to make sure that it makes you feel as awful as possible when it notices something that it perceives is a risk to your safety. And when it does that, it will trigger such an extreme emotional reaction that is designed to get you doing a number of things. One of them is to defend yourself. So you might feel like punching the person that triggers you, although hopefully you wouldn't do that. It makes you want to run away and hide. It's basically fight or flight. And in its simplest form, the fight or flight mechanism in the brain is one of the earliest, most, primitive regions of the brain that is completely designed to keep you alive. So over the course of your life, and probably starting from childhood, your nervous system learned to assess certain noises as being dangerous. And we don't know quite why that happens, or quite why the nervous system reacts the way it does. I mean, one possible explanation is you have unwittingly trained it. Because every time you think about hearing the sound, whether it's the sound of somebody eating, you think about that person, you think about them eating, and all of a sudden your nervous system makes you feel so awful, so anxious, so angry, that you cannot possibly be with that person whilst they're eating. And the more you repeat this avoidance pattern, the more your brain makes you think of how awful it's going to be for you when you hear the noise. It just keeps on, it's a self-perpetuating trigger response. So your nervous system is going into this survival fight or flight state in its simplest form. And when that happens, you know that you will try to defend yourself, and you have to really suppress that because you don't want to punch somebody or shout at them, or you'll want to just flee. And a lot of people with misophonia will sit upstairs away from their families wearing earphones, and in a place of work or study you might need to sit apart from other people, especially if they're eating, and wear earphones. If it's permitted, of course. Some workplaces do agree to let people wear earphones, which is wonderful. They may make adaptations. But really, the nervous system is your protector. The amygdala is your defender. And for some reason that probably defies logic, your amygdala has decided that the sounds that bother you are a danger. And it can be done. We can train your nervous system to reduce that reactivity and start to look at those trigger noises in a way that really don't feel quite so extreme. And sometimes that means looking at your life as a whole. It may mean looking at every component of your life. What scares you? What are you trying to avoid doing? And this has come up in my practice a lot. So the misophonia, again, unwittingly, you're not doing it consciously. We hide behind it. Great, I don't need to see that person now because they trigger me, so I don't need to, I don't need to go to university lectures, when the real reason is you may not have confidence to go out and meet new people. And I'm going to talk about this particular aspect of it in another video, but for now I'm going to keep this short. Your nervous system was designed to protect you, and it is basically analysing those sounds as being a threat to you. That is what is happening and why it feels it's beyond your control. So I hope that's helped, and I'll be back with more content tomorrow. Bye for now.